We're under attack. Need help.
Hey folks, it's Alex here. I wanted to say that if you're enjoying the podcast, you should leave us a review telling other people that you enjoy the podcast. It'd be really cool of you, and it helps us get more listeners. So, I'll wait. Make sure that that's 5 stars. Okay, and we're good. Now that that's done, why don't you head over to our Discord channel where you can speak with us directly. It's a whole lot of fun. Okay, now that we got all that out of the way, let's move on to the recap of last week's episode. Last week, the crew of the Good Intent said goodbye to Ukalam, but upon their arrival, the authorities arrested Kima. I guess they don't like murder and destruction of property in Kabarat. As the crew formulate a plan to break her out of jail, Kima makes a startling confession. She was hired by her old boss to reclaim Krios' body, and did nothing to stop the theft. As EP tries to data jack every port in sight, Rats and Domash question Kima on how she could let this happen. The crew end up parting ways, with EP, Domash, and Rats leaving Kima to face justice alone. But Kima may not yet be alone, as our old pal Krios steps out of the shadows.
Snap effect number 1003. If 2 pieces of the same type of metal touch in outer space, they will bond together permanently.
Like any kind of metal?
It says 2 pieces of the same type of metal.
Oh, I wasn't listening to that part.
Shocker, you're not listening. Fucking color me surprised.
Oh,
What is that? What color is that?
Tell me
EP?
why. Now I gotta know why.
Green. You're
Because
surprised.
space.
Space.
It's super cold in space. I assume it's so cold it just fuses them.
Yeah.
That's my guess. I'm not
Hey, that, and how appropriate.
He's the science person, right? Around these parts.
Who is?
He is.
Why am
You
I
are?
a science person?
Because you just made a science thing.
Science me.
He did a
Now,
science
you're an
thing.
expert now.
I don't know.
Teach me Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Ryan thinks he's fucking Bill Nye the Science Guy all of a sudden.
Bill.
You ever see? There's that Game Grumps episode where they pretend to call Bill Nye the Science Guy, and he goes, "Hey, Bill, does molasses run like slower or faster on a summer Sunday?" And he goes, "Thought I told you to stop calling here." And he's just like, "I'm gonna call the cops." He goes, "Well, how can you do that? You're on the phone with me." And there's a long pause. He goes, "I guess you're the science guy now." It's one of my favorite Game Grumps moments that they joke around with. I guess you're the science guy now. That's funny. No, I didn't pick. No, if anybody's sciencey, it'd be Rats. I get. No, it's technology. EP, I guess.
Oh, we're jumping into the game world now. I thought we were talking about Ryan.
Yep.
Oh, me? No, God, no.
I was like, when did rats get here?
Listen, if
Mind blown.
I can tell you how a whole airport operation works, but I can't tell you about no science, mister.
Well, I mean, my life science skill is plus 13, so...
Oh, Kevin's life science skill is plus 13?
How can you see this?
Yeah.
You're blind.
You...
Speaking of EP stats, I leveled up.
Beautiful. Guys, I love it.
Perfect transition.
That's how you segue.
right into,
Level 5. Ability score improvement?
No?
Yep.
I don't believe you.
Well, I put 1 into strength, dex, intelligence, and wisdom.
It's been so long since we leveled up.
I think I got access to more level 2 spells. I think that was about it.
Did you take life bubble?
I did. Cool. I took 3 life bubbles, actually.
You son
That's
of a-
great.
He's like, pew, 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 pew. You get life bubble, you get life bubble. Walks up to an enemy, you get life bubble.
We have like 4 life bubble shields surrounding us at all times.
Nothing can stop us.
I'm so comfortable right now.
I can just not do anything.
You go to the beach, it's beautiful, and you're going to use life bubble anyway.
Yep.
I'm not getting sunburned today.
Oh, I did
You're
take a
just showing off now, EP.
I did take a feat called Technomantic Dabbler. Basically lets me take some of the spells off the Technomancer spell list. I chose, you can get 2 cantrips and 1 first level spell. Took Energy Ray and Mending for my cantrips, and Supercharged Weapon as my first level spell.
What's the SPF rating of Life Bubble?
30.
That's very
That's
low.
it? I know.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that doesn't seem that great.
Okay, 200.
And you can't wear
we go.
Life Bubble in the water because the oils will fuck all the fish up or something like that.
Yeah.
Is that a thing that happens with sunscreen, right?
I
That's
don't
something
know.
like that.
No, you made that all up. Fish love it.
They're like, oh!
They can't get enough of the
I
stuff.
feel like at this point they could have made it healthy enough for fish, right?
Fish is like, squirt in my mouth.
Oh, God.
It's like spraying it all over these fish. Or it's like, oh yeah, give me that sunscreen. I'm an SPF.
We left off last time with a little thing.
Yeah. There was an interesting thing that happened. Caught me off guard.
Yeah, Kima's sitting in the joint. Everybody kind of left her behind.
Okay, let's be fair. In theory, you could say we left her behind, but she dug her own grave.
Can't argue with that. But she's sitting here in the cell alone for the first time, separated from her family for all intents and purposes. You're staring. You got all these thoughts going through your mind of abandonment, what you're going to do next, and then this ghost from the past shows up in the form of your friend Krios. He's just standing right at the cell, hands like slightly resting on the bar, just staring at you for an uncomfortable amount of time. After what seems like an eternity, Kima, you find yourself in quite the predicament.
Side note. Are you saying this does sound like Krios, or
Yes.
it sounds like... Okay, all right. She jumps up from the bed in shock, but goes up to him and kind of looks him over. Krios, how the hell were you here?
Krios is not here. He is very much dead. This is an old friend, Kima. Perhaps you remember me. Zosos.
You just see kind of the shock wash away from her face, and just like anger, hatred comes into place. And why the hell are you doing this? This is fucked up.
Kima, I only want you back. Everybody knows that once Zosos has something, he does not let it go. Your friends abandoned you, but I am still here. Won't you please reconsider and come home?
She pushes away from the bars. She walks back into the darkness of the cell, just taking a moment to really think things over. God damn it. I really thought things would be different with me. I thought you gave a shit enough to let me have my own life.
And where has that gotten you, Kima?
You know, I guess it really didn't get me far, did it? I thought I had people I could count on, and I fucked up.
There, Kima. I know. Sometimes we all need a little space, and I was happy to give that to you. But in the end, the people that you thought would be your refuge have left you. And though my methods may be harsh, I have always protected you, treated you like a daughter. Make no mistake, you will be here a long time. But I have the ability to make all of this go away. The only thing that I ask is for you to come home.
She steps back out from the darkness, towards the bars again, and you see some tears kind of streaming down her face. I guess I don't have anyone else I can count on right now. I'll come home.
Very well. I will make arrangements for you. We will speak at the appropriate time. The whole time, his expression completely blank.
Mm-hmm.
And then blinks once, turns 90 degrees to the right, and just marches out slowly and methodically.
Her eyes follow him down the hallway until she can't really see anymore. And she goes back over to the bed and just starts quietly weeping.
That's heavy.
That was heavy. I don't have any tokens, Kima. Or, yeah, you're still Kima.
Currently.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Oh, thanks.
So, yeah, I imagine, we're kind of just slowly moving away from Kima in that dark lit cell, knowing she's going to get out somehow, but is she just moving from one cell to another?
Right. Yep.
Some say life is a prison, Chris.
That is depressing.
It is
Thank
very
you, Ryan. Is that a Snapple fact?
No, that's a me fact.
Ryan fact.
Yeah, welcome to fucking
New segment.
welcome to my life.
Ryan facts. Everything sucks and we're all gonna die
God.
soon.
Sounds like Andrew Whitworth. Did you hear about that, Chris?
No, what?
After the Super Bowl, after the Rams lost, they were interviewing Andrew Whitworth, and he's like, "Well, at the end of the day, everyone dies." Everyone's just like, "Are you okay?" Like,
Wow.
yeah, it was like
Somebody better be watching him 24/7.
That's what I said. I was like, someone should keep tabs on that man.
He's like in one of those hot tubs at the end, holding the toaster.
Yeah, he's like, "I'm gonna do it this time," and he puts it and goes, "Not today."
No,
Not today.
We'll give it one more season.
he's the type of guy that would just tear his own head off.
That guy's
Dude,
big
I'm
enough.
gonna
You see how
I know.
big that dude is.
He's
Oh
huge.
gosh, yeah,
He's a
6'7".
Yeah, have you seen his dick?
No.
Me either.
Actually, there was that one.
Kevin, you need to stop right now.
So there
It's
was
like a helicopter penis
they were
thing.
interviewing someone in the Bengals locker room, and let's just say there were a naked guy
I
in the
remember
background.
Andrew Whitworth was one of them.
He was.
Yeah, he was all upset. He's like, my daughter's at home on TV asking my wife, like, hey, how come daddy's butt's hanging out? Yeah, he was one of them.
Told you.
I don't have a segue for that. So aboard the good intent, Rats and
Guess I'm
EP
still
are
drunk.
prepping the ship to take off, I assume. Domash is...
I'm in my room.
Getting
Oh,
wasted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were still at the bar, kind of just...
Oh, I thought you. Okay, yeah.
But I assume eventually kind of meanders back to the
Yeah,
ship.
he comes back with a bottle of Castro Valley whiskey, a bottle of it. It's called what's a good whiskey name?
Dildos Express.
No.
He said a good one, not a terrible one.
Oh, sorry. I
Wilderness.
always get good and terrible
It
confused.
can be Wilderness Express. There.
Not a good whiskey name at all. Yeah, you can see he's kind of a little bit inebriated, and he's kind of. I don't know if you guys are out in the middle of the ship or whatever.
I'm at my station.
Where are you?
He just walked
He
into
just-
the ship and stood
yeah,
at the
he's just
science station.
Jacked in.
Jacked in.
With your hips splayed
Oh,
out.
God.
Your data jack.
God damn it.
Domash just kind of walks he just walks his room. He's like, "Oh, if you don't come and knock in," and he closes the door. he grabs a piece of paper real quick, and he writes on it. He walks out, grabs a tape, and sticks on those doors. It's "Do not disturb." He shuts the door again. There's some things going on with him. He wants to try to get rid of or forget.
Drown his... or ease the pain. Rats is engineering, I assume.
Yep.
Working on the ship. EP's at the science station.
Sciencing.
Jacking in.
So yeah, you're getting the ship all ready to go. You get clearance from Kabarat Air Authority. I forget what the actual thing was. Yeah, sounds good. And they give you clearance to head on out whenever you guys are ready.
I think the idea was late at night, so we were gonna spend the night and then leave in the morning. if I
Because we
remember
need-
We're
correctly.
gonna rest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's night in space.
that's right. Yeah.
Just space. No
Roll
one
your
knows
ship
what time
to
of day it
face
is.
the sun.
Yeah, exactly.
Just rotate your ship every
So wait, who's the pilot then?
Oh, we need to get a pilot.
Oh fuck.
Well, I'm just if Domash was going to be the pilot and he's totally wasted, you might want.
Oh,
to.
God.
All right. Look, he's not like blackout drunk. He's trying to get to that point.
Let's see.
By the way, like right before he shut his door, like at the end of the hallway, he saw Tahoman's body, like his figure again, and he's just like,
So creepy.
As he's like, I was like, can't you just fucking leave me alone? And he slams the door.
So creepy.
Rats has a +8 piloting, so I think
Yeah,
he's
mine's
like,
only like +5.
Okay.
he could probably fly the ship.
0.
Okay,
Just-
EP, fly it.
He's like, I think there's an asteroid field. You just hear the asteroids hitting the ship. No, it's Alderaan.
So yeah, I mean, what's Rats thinking? He pops into the pilot seat, and you don't have Kima on board anymore. Hey,
Yeah,
you're-
that bitch.
You're
Wow,
back.
nothing's changed. It's like she hasn't been here the whole time.
Oh, ouch.
But you're back in the place that you're most comfortable with, surrounded by tech.
Yeah.
So
I forgot we have to talk to Pashea about Kima.
Oh, maybe he can help now.
Yeah, Rats is like, he's got his like face on the consoles and stuff, just like, sweet, sweet technology. I'm home. And I think before we head out, he wants to go talk to Domash, so he goes back to the crew quarters.
All right, well, this will be fun.
I say, yeah, you make your way down to the crew quarters, and bang on the door.
There we go. Foley work.
Domash is like all the lights are off. Like he's like laying in his bed, like hand like off the edge of the bed with the bottle like pretty much empty in his hand. And he's
Listening to the Castroville metal.
he's listening to Hotel California by the Space Eagles.
Space Eagles.
He's in a dark place.
The Space Eagles of death metal.
Yeah, yeah. He's just
I hate the fucking Eagles, man.
fuck. He's just like, Maya, read the sign. I'm not in the mood. Just like super.
Yeah.
Oh my god, fucking AP. I know you can't read, but like, stop banging on the fucking door. Like as he opens it up, he just sees Rats. And you can see he's like fucking blasted.
Jesus, man, are you okay?
He's like, she's kind of like what's the word? Like swaying. And
Yeah.
He's like, oh, does it look like I'm fucking okay? No. Like as like right behind Rats, Tahoman pops back up again, and he throws the bottle like, "Fucking leave me alone!" And he throws the bottle over your head, like shatters on the wall, and like he just falls down, like holding his head.
I guess Rats as best he can. Jesus Christ, Rats as best he can tries to.
We're gonna get real heavy in this episode.
He tries to help Domash back up to like his bunk.
He's like, "Get off, Mike! Get off me! I can get there." And he like kind of like pushes himself up on like the nightstand. He like like wobbles a bit. And he like sits back on his bed and has his head in his hands. And he's like, "Did you need something, mate?"
I know you're dealing with some shit, but I just wanted to get something straight between us. Some shit went down when we got here to Cabrat. I didn't want to leave with it lingering over us.
He like lifts his head up, and you can see his eyes are all bloodshot, and he's like his hair is all kind of a mess. And he's like, "You're talking about the mechanics garage, right?"
Yeah.
Well, now's the time to come clean, I guess. If it hasn't been obvious, I've kind of taken a more pacifistic route to my life, and there's a plane overhead.
No, it's a spaceship, guys.
We're on a
We're on a space.
Our
port.
Foley work is next level.
No one can beat our Foley work. But he just like well, ever since we fought Ferrani and I had a hand in killing that bodyguard, like I just haven't felt right. That was the kind of point where I decided I can't take sentient life anymore. Like I can't live with that. Every night, different nightmare, different face. And he like looks up again. He's like, and now I have now I'm seeing ghosts. It seems like. So you know, when I saw you, like, you had this crazy look in your eye and you're going to kill that guy, you know, he was just doing his job. I don't think he deserved to die. So that's why I tried to stop you. And obviously you seem to be itching for a fight that day or something, but I wasn't trying to... there's no need for innocent bloodshed, mate.
I don't want to have to kill people either, man. I certainly don't want to have to kill innocent people. But the thing we got to realize now is that a lot of the people that we're going to go up against aren't innocent people. And we have to be willing to do whatever it takes to get this job done, or else everybody suffers.
He kind of, again, he like looks up again. This time he sees like the one cultist that he killed in the statue that like shot through the chest, and he's standing there with the hole in his chest.
Ugh.
And he just like shakes his head again. He's just like, yeah, whatever it takes.
All right. Try and get some rest, man. I think you need it.
Mate, I need a little bit something stronger than rest, mate. And you like, and then he kind of like puts his arm on your shoulder and he's like, thanks, mate.
Yeah.
And he closes the door and just passes out.
Right at the door.
Yep. You just hear like the door shut and you're...
No, it's just like a soft thud.
Yeah.
You're just
Against
like
the
leaning
door.
up against the door sleeping.
I'm gonna have one hell of a stiff neck after this. What's the condition for that?
The same one that you have with your back.
For what?
Yeah, with my back, yeah. Don't worry
I was going
about
to say,
it.
I found out Domash is an angry drunk.
Yeah. Damn.
I think he's just processing a lot of things right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, apparently the ghosts of all the people he's killed so far are coming back to him.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah. That'd be interesting to see, like, how
Where that
affects him.
goes?
Yeah, like...
Well, I mean, you can already see he's already it's starting like to fray at him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, imagine like, you know, it's like that case of where people like accidentally like, you know, like get in a car accident and someone dies and like they have that guilt even though it wasn't like, if it wasn't their fault.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Albeit this was his fault because he killed them, but he fought so hard
survivor's
not
guilt.
to do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
in a sense.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to kill these people, but it's something that you don't want to do. Even if anybody like seems to convince you, like, hey, they're not innocent. In Domash's mind, it's. I think for Domash, it's the potential of that person to become good.
Exactly. Like,
And if you kill them,
that potential's gone.
yeah.
Who knows what they could have become if maybe they could have had their mind changed.
Yeah, no, I get it. Like, there's been movies when I've watched where I'm like, I feel bad for the villain. So
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
Schindler's List. I'm kidding.
Villain.
The Nazis?
Oh, okay.
Kevin's like, no, I think I agreed with their politics.
I thought you were calling what's his face's character
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson's
Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, light of recent events, we could call him a villain, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, before we move on,
Kev-
guys, tokens.
Kevin's just
Oh, God.
Kevin-
Oh, yeah.
You had the rule if it falls off the table.
Kevin's just like looking at the movie. Goes, you know what? That Hitler guy made some really strong points
He's not even in the movie.
The trains ran on time.
every day. Those trains to Auschwitz ran on time 3 times a day.
Oh, it's so bad.
You are stockpiling.
I got 4
No, it's
fucking
not.
tokens right now.
Stop
I have
talking
dos.
Dos Akis?
Yes.
What's coins in Spanish? El Coino?
Sounds good.
Nailed it.
Right.
That's racist, I'm sorry.
now. Oh, coino.
I am the coin.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, Rats heads away. Here's the thud. Probably kind of turns for a second and then
I'm
turns back.
not
to
sleeping on the door. I feel like he kind of
It's
like, it's like when you get drunk and you kind of like half pass out and he like kind of shakes himself awake and then falls back on his bed and then falls asleep again.
Yeah.
So the night passes. The next morning, guys radio to the air control that you're ready to head out. Fire up the engines and
Air control, this is the good intent. We are ready for departure.
roger that. You are good to go whenever you are ready to go.
All right. I'm ready.
All right, you are ready to go.
Oh, I just said that.
No, confirm.
Okay.
Over and out.
We're gonna go now.
This is a very redundant airport.
Have a good day.
We're thorough here.
Spaceport.
Have a
You
good day.
would be surprised how redundant airports can be, Kevin.
I should have known.
Yep. Ryan knows firsthand.
Do you know what? You should have,
I've talked to ACP before. They're very, like...
you should have let off with the whole, when you arrive at Absalom Station, the time will be, and the weather.
The weather will be space.
When you... No, when... Shut your mouth.
I think they have
There will be space.
God.
simulated weather.
Yeah, exactly. Jesus.
I'm pretty sure.
Didn't you do that when we introduced Domash
Yeah,
and
you
Krios? You did that with the Catholics. You're like,
Yeah.
the weather in isolation should be,
That was you.
Oh, I think I did
yeah,
that.
well,
I think I did do that.
Didn't you do that thing that I did?
No. Maybe.
We're all doing it.
All right. We leave.
Just two guys, and we're having a good time.
We have to roll. You roll for us.
Yep.
You have to roll out.
Yeah.
Let's make Des roll it.
Go ahead.
Okay.
D6 that you don't have.
Here, can I use that? Oh, no, wait, does that... But nope, I
No,
got
you're gonna
it.
curse his
Nice.
2 days.
2 days.
Oh, that's what he does.
Oh wow! Wait, hold on,
It's
hold on.
destiny.
Oh my goodness.
Damn it!
Oh, you fucked it.
I got a 2.
That
Fucked
means
it, Ryan.
I don't know if that means that that's good or
bent it.
bad.
You
2,
fucked
2,
it.
3. Wow.
So that's a total of 9 days.
That's from
Oh, God.
David Ross.
Oh, then you fucked it.
So you're heading back to Absalom Station. You leave the planet of Castrovel. It recedes into like a beautiful blue, and slowly vanishes from sight.
Beautiful blue what?
Beautiful blue ball.
You just stopped with like, beautiful blue.
That's what I call my planet.
That's what I call my balls.
Jesus Christ.
But for the 2 days, Domash doesn't leave his room.
Oh, damn.
At this point, he's almost scared to go outside of like his room in case he sees something. Like
Yeah.
it's starting to fuck with him to the like he doesn't want to see it. Like he just if he keeps his lights off in his room, it doesn't exist to him. It's like when little kids put the covers over their head, like nothing happens outside of the world.
Yeah.
It's almost like that mentality at the moment.
It's got your nose sticking out so you can breathe.
No.
Like 12 hours into the trip, you like hear EP like ask if everything's all right.
He just doesn't answer. Okay. You should know.
With all these visions he's seeing, like I wonder if he's starting to like question his senses at all. So if EP speaks to him, you know, did he hear it and brush it off, or was he like, is somebody talking to me? I don't know.
I mean, I think he's talked to EP enough over the last, in the jungle and all that. He knows his voice.
Mm-hmm.
He just EP should he just doesn't feel like talking to anybody.
Yeah.
I'm also curious what Rats is thinking about Domash. What does he think? Like, what's his opinion on it?
I feel like
About what's
he's
going on.
like the little girl, in Frozen. Do you want to build a snowman? Trying to get you out of the room.
Anna?
Yeah.
She has a fucking name.
Yeah. Whatever.
I hate that movie. And I still know her
Jesus.
name.
Never seen it. Never gone.
I've never seen it either, but I know their names.
Rat's bared his soul to you guys, so I feel like he trusts you guys, and he cares about all of the crew members.
Some of us.
Current crew members.
Yeah, current crew members.
The current crew members. But he doesn't know how to handle the spiral that Domash is going into.
I don't think Domash knows how to handle the spiral he's going on.
Yeah.
That's why,
Well, and Rat's kind of is in the boat of, I've been there too, and it hasn't affected me this way, so he's like, is there something wrong with me?
am I a sociopath?
Yeah,
That's always a worry, when you see something really messed up and it doesn't, you don't, react like you feel you should. You go, is something wrong with me?
yeah.
Am I really messed up? I've had that moment a few times.
What, did you go on the subreddit watch people die?
I don't want to talk about that. No. I mean,
Very bad subreddit.
it's very bad, but not even that. Sure, you'll see stuff on there and you're just I don't feel as, revolted as I feel I should be watching someone's life fade away, or some cases worse than that, and you're just kind of am I fucked up?
But then, you watch a movie where that happens, and it gets
And you're
way more emotional.
Yeah, you're oh boy, that was pretty bad.
Start crying and peeing my pants.
I do that.
I do one of those things. So I'm gonna leave you to the imagination which one it is.
Peeing his pants.
I told you that in confidence. I have to wear Pampers out everywhere. No, but I was just curious on what Rats was thinking.
Hey, so there's this fun thing on the quotes character sheet for the Sunrise Maiden that says we have a AI system on the ship.
Oh yeah.
You mean like there's probably a character that Chris didn't want to voice, but now we're going to be forcing him to do it?
Yeah, so what is it about this AI that the ship has?
I don't. It just seemed like an interesting feature that we haven't explored of the ship.
That we just somehow forgot about.
Yeah.
You haven't been in the ship that long, if you want to really think about it. It's
Yeah, I
been,
mean, we flew it. This is the third time we've been in the ship.
How long did it take us to get to Cashville? Do we remember?
2.
I thought it was 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think
It
2
did
weeks.
doesn't
not
make-
take
Really?
There's no way
did
it could have been 2
Oh.
weeks.
It took like maybe 3 or 4 days.
Oh.
Yeah, I was
What the
gonna say
hell?
that,
that was
you're
something
thinking
else.
of the little adventure we did
That was
before
Into
to
the
this like
Unknown.
we all had
Yeah.
to roll D6s, right? We rolled like I think it was 2 weeks, close to that.
Yeah.
It's like 12 days.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, so I imagine over these 2 days, with Domash not really speaking much, EP jacked into the Matrix, like Rat's probably really just extensively exploring the systems, and you find like this subroutine for like what maybe it's an AI, maybe you don't, but it looks curious to you.
What's its
Yeah. I think he does. I think he's been bored the past 2 days because EP is a very talkative person most of the time. Like they've had conversations, but it's usually sparked from some kind of slang that Rats says, and then EP's like, "Wait, what is that? Oh, let's talk about it." But they don't really have anything in common besides that. So he hasn't he's just been kind of babysitting the ship for 2 days because flying through open space isn't really that difficult.
Right.
It's not like we've been attacked. So.
I also feel like if there's any because I can still interact with computers and stuff, but the way I interact is so different that it would be 2 different languages.
Oh, okay, yeah. Since you have to mentally interact with
Exactly.
stuff
Yeah.
through your crotch port.
Guess that's canon now.
Oh, it's definitely canon.
Can you get a virus that way?
I don't know. That's
You have to wear protection or else you get a computer
I
virus.
got
Computer
computer
crabs.
bits.
Oh. He's got computer AIDS.
You got
This
computer
computer has
lobsters.
bugs, and now I have bugs.
Computer lobster. Alright, so I assume you activate this AI?
Yeah, you execute it, and then you.
Oh, you killed it. It shoots the computer.
And that's all of the AI. You execute the file, and then you see processing complete. Hello,
Oh.
scanning. You are not Mariko Nash. How have you come aboard my ship?
This is my ship.
Nerd.
I believe this was the property of Mariko Nash.
Hold on a second, and I pull out my data pad, the one that I got from Nash, and I play the recording.
So you play the recording, and there's what seems like a long pause for a computer.
Yeah.
Still kind of relatively short, but I think Rats would notice, the difference, and that is most unfortunate. However, it seems that you are my new owner. My name is Jeeves. I would be happy to help you in any way that I can.
Can I ask you a question, Jeeves?
You may ask Jeeves.
Why did that make you laugh so hard?
Because it was a website.
God. Oh my God, Ryan's so young.
Is that Genie, right?
What?
Is that
Ask Jeeves.
Ask
There was a
Jeeves.
website
.com.
called Ask Jeeves
Oh,
before Google was the powerhouse.
Yeah.
that's Google. Are you feeling lucky?
In fact, if you ever have a question, just say Ask Jeeves.
Man, I really feel out of the loop. Is this how
Now
Chris
you,
feels?
now you know how I feel
It's
whenever
not
you talk
no,
about
this-
anything.
That's how I feel all the time. You want to ride for it about
okay, I can't even-
feeling out of...
What the fuck is Ask Jeeves? Don't look it up. I don't want to.
Oh man, that's great.
Rats asks Jeeves to tell him about some of the adventures that him and Captain Nash had.
Oh.
As we fade out into the rest of the journey to...
Yeah, it's like the camera zooms out of the ship and you hear him go, well, on this date, and then it like the sound fades and then it fades back in and it's like landing in. And he goes, and that's what happened, and like that, like so-and-so.
And now you know the rest of the story.
Then a rainbow.
Well, the most interesting time that I recall in recent memory banks is the time that me and Captain Mariko Nash went to see a pulsar that was rapidly rotating.
Nice. And Rats is just kind of like nodding along.
Like I imagine like he sits back, like kicks back and just listens.
How old was the ship?
Like a couple hundred years old.
Yeah, no, it's been
75
years.
75 years.
70, that's right.
So that answers my question.
There we go.
So yeah, Rats kind of like falls asleep listening to the most talkative person aboard the ship at the moment. Person in quotes. And
We crash into Absalom Station.
They're like, good intent, you can stop. You can stop.
Rats, would you like to engage autopilot? I see that we're on a collision course with Absalom Station. Hello, Rats. We are engaging autopilot.
I do not wish to die. Open the pod bay doors, G. I can't do that, Rats.
So you finally, after 2 days of journeying, return to Absalom Station. Only this time the difference of the reception that you get is a little more subdued. Last time you were here, you were the talk of the town, the Drift Rock adventures on everybody's mind. They had to know what was going on. You were kind of like celebrities. This time that 15 minutes of fame has faded, and you get kind of a standard welcoming back to the station. There's fees this time, whereas you didn't have them before. You go to more of a crowded docking port. You set down, you land, and after almost a month now, you're back where you started.
Has it been that long?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Wait, are those fees we actually have to pay?
What does that mean?
Yeah, it's
That means he's going to tell us after we're done recording.
no, it's not. It's like 10 credits. It's not like
Oh, okay.
I
ridiculous.
feel like
EP can pay that.
how many?
Okay.
He walks over, walks off the edge of the dock. God, I feel like a crowded area like this would be hell for EP.
Oh, yeah.
Like sensory overload.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, with his blind sense, yeah. So, the exit ramp extends from the ship, and Rats, you've been on top of this probably most of the time. I wonder where Domash is at this point. Has he finally come out, or does he even know that they've landed?
I'm sure, like, he would have heard something, or like they would have knocked on the door and said, "Hey, like we're here."
Yeah.
So he kind of like, mind you, he's been in basically total darkness for 2 days, except for like the small amount of light like Rats let in when they talked or whatever. So like he flips the light on, like lets his eyes adjust, just kind of sighs to himself. He's just like, I can't let this get to me. Like I can't. Like I won't let it get to me. Like makes his bed, cleans up all the the trash or whatever, opens the door, closes it, walks out to the ramp, and like he sees one of the gang members that he killed in the first battle in the docking bay, and he just like stares at it. And it's at this point, like, if I remember correctly, it was a supernova. So like when he's staring at it, it just like the gang kind of like smiles and like winks at him, and it just like puffs into ash.
And Rats is standing there.
Yeah, and I'm just like, and you can see this horrified look on his face.
Rats is like, are you okay?
And he like shakes his head, and he's like, he kind of. I imagine like everyone has like a small personal like little like data pad or like a little computer or whatever, He kind of pulls it out. He's like checking through his like credit balance, and he's like clips it back on his belt, and he goes, do you mind if I do some shopping real quick?
No, I think we all have We all have some stuff to take care of, I guess.
He's like, all right, I'm gonna go. Just call me when you need me. And he like walks off to go.
No, I mean, we'll have to meet at the Starfinder Society, so set a certain time that we can meet up there.
Yeah, you guys making a plan just to meet in
Yeah,
a couple hours.
it's like if you ever see it, he goes up, walks off. You can see he looks kind of lost though. Like he's very like again like when you saw, he's kind of like looking around or whatever. He's very paranoid.
Yeah. Crazy guy. I guess I'll do some shopping too.
What's EP do?
I guess bumbles around.
He steals all the money. I guess I'll do the same, yeah.
He goes in a-
might as well.
He goes on a bank heist.
Domash seemed like he wanted to go off by himself, but Rats and EP I think can stick together and
Sure.
kind of.
Okay.
I did off air. I did calculate all the loot that we had, and so we doled all that out off air and stuff like that.
How much did we get again?
It was
I didn't know.
905. Because Kima's not here, so we split it 3 ways instead of 4.
You stole all my shit!
But I already had taken care of all my shopping stuff already.
Did Rats and EP get anything new, or you guys haven't?
I
taken
got
care
some
of
new
that?
armor.
You want to talk about that real quick? Sure. All right.
Let's go ahead and talk about it.
I mean,
got. I'm gonna break my
Let me
computer.
punch my computer.
I got a D-Suit 1, which is pretty cool. Makes my AC up to 15 and then 16, respectively. And then I also bought the same Ion Stone that Rats has. The one where you don't have to eat or drink.
So no more awkward trips to the park.
Exactly.
It's a joke that happened off air that no
It
one's-
was it off air?
Yeah,
Oh.
before he started recording. Yeah, Domash also has like a D-suit, but he didn't buy it. It was Tahoman's armor.
Oh,
That's right.
that's got to make it even.
And I know it seems, I think like he's thinking like,
I feel like you heavily modified it though.
yeah, like I changed some stuff. I like probably like painted it different. Like that's what I'm doing now. I'm going to like get it refit to like match my body and get it different things. Like maybe he might put like a Starfinder emblem on like one of the shoulders. He's getting like his family crest on the other one. Trying to scrub the maybe that'll help get rid of these visions he's seeing. But also I picked up a new weapon, Christopher.
Oh joy! What did you get,
I
Ryan?
now have a
Ryan Fur.
Ryan Fur. It's a sonic rifle with a Thunderstrike, I guess, subtype.
That sounds awful.
No, not really. Damage is pretty decent, but
What are you looking at damage-wise?
1d10 plus 5.
Oh, so that's up from D6 on the
From
laser?
D8.
D8?
But yeah, it's like they say sonic like weapons emit like sonar waves because they're basically in the description they're used for like incapacitate enemies, but in the tab it's not non-lethal. So he modded it. He added a fusion to make it non-lethal. So he's gonna keep his laser rifle for like monsters and stuff, but when they're fighting humanoids and
That's
stuff like that,
interesting.
he's gonna use that. So he can kind of he'll still do damage in combat, but he's not killing them.
Right. It's interesting. Yeah.
So like when he comes back, you see him with like this new, like kind of fresher looking armor and like this new other like rifle stuck on his back. And now I'm super poor. That was pretty much all the money I had.
He's got all this bling
I went
and no
out
money.
Yeah, I don't need more money.
with 100 credits.
Did you get anything, Rats?
I added a weapon fusion to the gun that I got off at Tahoman.
I'm surrounded by him.
Oh,
I can't escape
is
it.
it the
sweet
liquidator?
pistol.
The
Yeah, the
sweet
sweet
pistol.
The
that-
sweet
yeah.
pistol.
Did we ever actually say on air?
Not
what
on
that was?
there, no.
No.
Yeah, so you want to tell us what that weapon was and the fusion?
The pistol originally was a disintegrator pistol, liquidator class, and I added the accurate weapon fusion, which lets me use a move action to steady my aim to give me a +1 to attack rolls.
Oh, that's
Oh,
not bad.
Pretty dope.
Yeah.
Isn't its range like really short though? Isn't that
Yeah.
like one of the kind of drawbacks for
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, it's like 15
15
feet, which is why for a spellcaster, I never even had to home and use it.
What's your damage? It's not. It's a D10, but what's your bonus?
+2.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Does it have a crit effect? Because mine, I meant to start. Mine has
Does not.
the weapon I have is called Deafened. So if I crit, it can like make people deaf for 1d4 minutes.
Wow, that's... I thought it was rounds. I thought it was
No, it's minutes. So you have a max of... Oh, I don't know. Like, well... what is it? 240 rounds, I believe.
Yeah.
Not as effective as Lucky was, but...
It could come in handy, though, definitely.
Deafened isn't as great in this game as it was in Pathfinder, so it's...
Yeah. The interaction with spellcasters is worse.
So you guys are out doing your shopping, and then... are you guys meeting back with Chiskus at this point?
That's the plan.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Okay. So you head to the Starfinder Society in the Lorespire complex. And you make your way in. At the front desk, you see your good buddy that you saw before, Presence. Presence, the android, female android. Welcome to the Starfinder Society. Do you have an appointment?
We kind of have a standing appointment.
You can stand right here.
So yeah, we don't have to roleplay that, but she sets up a meeting with Chiskus for you, and you guys head up to his office. And again, much like before, there's like various things set out at the table for you, like refreshments and things like that. And Chiskus is sitting at the desk, and his antennae are like twitching, and he turns around, or they turn around. I always forget this with them.
There's
not a he or she; it's a they. And they turn around and say,
very progressive.
"It is good to see you, Starfinders. Please tell me what you have to report."
Rats gives him the information from his data pad, just for start, so he can review it while they discuss.
Okay.
He just like swipes the information up to like a screen
like a computer.
Well, yeah, it comes up like holographic, like in front of Chiskus' desk.
Yeah.
Oh, they do that in Genlock. It's really
Oh,
cool.
really?
Yeah.
It's
It's
pretty
really
cool.
It's really neat.
Yeah, he just swipes the information up onto the hollow screen in front of everybody. And they run through the information
Right.
that we already all know.
Yeah.
Chiskus, we will reboot this data. We will have our top scientists working on this to try to help you in your mission. Clearly, we will need to pursue these matters, but we will give our recommendation to you as soon as possible. Is there anything else that you would like to discuss in the meantime?
I mean, we're gonna need to talk about all the shit that went down with Kima. We're gonna need a replacement person if we're gonna chase down these cultists.
That is most unfortunate about Kima, but the situation was out of our control. You all understand that at the Starfinder Society that we expect a certain level of morality, and we cannot have people acting out as such. I hope this will not be an issue for the rest of you.
I get it, Chiskus, but we're gonna need somebody to replace her, is all I'm saying.
Yes,
I hope you have some candidates.
I believe we have somebody that will fit. After a few moments, the door opens, and in walks...
Yeah, the door kind of swings open really, really fast, and this half-elf, I don't know if you guys know what Riforians are, but a half-elf, half-Riforian female kind of busts through the door.
I don't know what a rifle is.
Yeah, why don't you tell us what a Riforian is?
I know what one is because I have a backup character that is one, but they're really cool.
Okay, so they are from the planet Triaxis, which right now is currently locked into winter. Their years, I believe, run 317 years.
Yeah, so it's like super long.
Yeah.
remember
So
writing
they tend to have real thick white fur, kind of that's what I
It was thick.
looked
I
at.
read it wasn't as I thought it was very like it was shorter for.
Well, I still feel like it's thick, just maybe not long. Okay. Well,
read it
anyway, they've adapted to live in these climates. So
Climate.
That's pretty
climate.
cool.
Man,
Yeah.
you missed out. And they get resistance to cold. They get resistance to whatever like part they're born in.
Yeah.
So like winter, they'll they have them like their eyes are lighter colors and stuff like that. They're really cool.
Yeah.
There's also a really cool thing with the dragon kin that on that planet they form like special bonds with them that like for life. It's kind of like in the movie Avatar by James Cameron where like they link with those like wyverns.
They have
Kinda-
hair sex with them.
Sure, like that.
So anyway,
So you're half of that.
half. Yes.
Half ear fucker, got it.
All right. So
I wear earplugs all the time.
So yeah, very fair skin, white hair, and dark brown, almost like black eyes. But she kind of busts through the door, and a huge smile on her face, and she rushes up to each one of you and shakes your hand. But she is holding a briefcase, so she sets that down. So she shakes each of your hands, like really almost aggressively, and like claps her other hand over it. Hello, it's great to meet you. I am Raquel Tienieth. I am so excited to be a part of this team. I'm from Abadar Corporation, sponsored by the Starfinder Society. I am so excited to be on this trip with you.
Dobosh, like he's wearing sunglasses now. Like he has like some like he has sunglasses. He reinvented his whole look.
Oh no!
He's got snapbacks. He just has like these sunglasses.
Total pro.
He's wearing a tank top that says "Suns Out, Guns Out," and he's drinking Smirnoff Ice. No, he kind of just like points his glasses down and he like looks at rats like a very like, all right. Like, nice to meet you, Domosh.
Yes, I know all about you guys. EP, it's great to see you again. Chiskus, wonderful as always. Rats, how are you? You're kind of an interesting specimen around here, right?
Yeah, I am.
He's pretty famous. Well, you don't know, he's pretty famous.
I used to be on TV a lot.
I used to get tons of bitches.
Well, that's great that you've had so much success in your personal life. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to working with all of you.
This sounds
So you seem very cheery, but I'm just worried about if she's going to be able to handle herself out where we're going, Chiskus.
I believe that she will be able to assist you in addressing psychological situations that may come up after your harrowing drift rock situation. Questions were raised about whether you would be able to function mentally well enough. Kyrell here will have the ability to monitor your situation and perhaps help the rest of you through it. She is very talented in ways that will be useful that perhaps are not obvious at the moment.
While Chiskus is explaining this, Rats kind of side eyes over to Domosh, trying to be as subtle as possible. But he side eyes Domosh all right. Well, welcome to the team, and he puts a hand back out to shake.
Okay, and yeah, again, she just really aggressively grabs it like a salesperson almost, and claps her other hand over it, and just, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be on this team with you.
Domosh kind of his arms are crossed and he's like, so, are you providing us with a therapist to make sure we're still alright? And again, he's kind of getting defensive a little bit, because obviously he knows he's kind of fucked up.
She chimes in. If you don't mind, Chiskus, listen,
It's great.
I've had years of experience with all kinds of situations. Listen, there's a confidentiality between me and my patients, and I just want you to know that I am here to make sure that everyone is...
Wait. I'm sorry. Am I a patient to you?
If you so desire the services, then yes, you will be.
It's like, and he kind of like chuckles to himself. He's like, "So you've studied a lot, huh?"
Yes.
Yeah. Well, they say you learn something new every day. We'll see about that.
Oh, I'm sure you can't throw anything my way I haven't seen before.
And then, like, behind her, he sees, like, the bodyguard of Ferrani. Right? Yeah, like, he sees the bodyguard, like, the vest. And then for the first time, he hears one of the hallucinations start to laugh. Like, he audibly hears the laugh. And then just disappears.
That's creepy.
Man.
And then he just goes, like, alright. Well, in any case, welcome to our little dysfunctional family. As I can tell, you've read up on us. Hope you can make it. So far, our last 2 adventures haven't really gone very well towards the end. As you can, like, I'm sure, like, it's just the mood got like really lower.
Yeah, she's not as cheery anymore, but she's just kind of staring you over, like.
Don't check me out.
What's wrong with him?
No,
like, I'm gonna solve this puzzle.
I mean,
I can
kind
fix him.
Yeah.
You can tell she's definitely trying to figure out what kind of demons you're facing right now.
Little did you know, it's just extreme schizophrenia. And a bunch of other things. But yeah, like, that scared him. That fact that he heard them laugh.
I was wondering when it would start to become more and more real to him.
Just wait till I start talking.
Kyrell.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Saying our name.
Kirel.
Nope.
Kyrell.
Yeah, it's Rikel.
Rikel.
We'll get it eventually.
Call it Kal-El. You're Superman. You have to watch your dad say, "Don't save me, this tornado will kill me." The dumbest part of that whole fucking movie to me.
What movie?
The Man of Steel, where Kevin Costner, when there's a tornado, and then he, like...
Thank you for that.
Yeah, he was just like... He's just like, "No, don't come and save me, don't reveal your powers," and he just dies. And they're like, really?
By the way, thanks.
Oh yeah, that was a token
That was
for
good.
Raquel.
Yes.
Now that I'm reading it. Yeah, I mean, she's definitely a bubbly character, and I'm interested to see, like, if she maintains that. Like,
or is she going to follow the Kima route, where she basically just gets like, "I wasn't prepared for this."
Well, yeah, I mean, it's we'll find out. But just to have somebody that's not been exposed to the Drift Rock and freaking monsters on Castrovel.
Like, she probably just read about it.
Yeah.
It's one of those things like, I read about war, so I think I know how it goes. And then you ask someone who was there, and they go, "You have no fucking idea how it was."
Exactly. So,
Can I real
just
quick? I
kids,
don't know if
man.
I actually explained what she was wearing, but she was wearing a silver Abadar Corp travel suit. Yeah, Corp.
is this like a
Businesswoman.
is this like a
pantsuit?
pantsuit, or is this like she's wearing like a tux type thing?
We'll go with a pantsuit, but it's the type of armor.
Okay.
So yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's interesting. There's a casual wear I was reading about, and it's like it just looks like regular clothes, but the armor's like built in underneath of it, so
Yeah.
it looks
Oh, okay.
comfortable, but it's armor. So yeah, but it's just like a pantsuit.
Yeah.
I like the way
Yeah.
you look.
And she carries around her little briefcase.
And there's
Hits people with
there's
it.
a gun in there.
The briefcase is the gun.
They make those. Like guns that can fold up in little briefcases and stuff.
Yeah. So, Chiskis says, "We will review the data that you have given to us and keep you apprised on anything. In the meantime, feel free to enjoy your time here on the station." And with that, the meeting's concluded.
Domash, like, kind of looks around the room, and he looks at Rats, and he's like, well, if everything's taken care of, do y'all want to get a drink?
EP points to his iron thing.
You see.
Mate, it's more or less like kind of a social thing. It's not like I need to.
He points to his no mouth.
Yeah, we can go get a drink.
Do you have, like, roots or something? We could, like, pour it on.
Yeah, he just sticks his finger in it.
Like, Gated Jacks into the alcohol.
Stop fucking the glass.
So, Raquel doesn't say anything, but you see that as soon as you guys all agree to go get a drink, she kind of types something into a data pad. Yeah.
Interesting.
This.
So you guys are down at the, you're out getting a drink.
What's the bar name?
At the Moons of Sleep. At the bar.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You guys are at the bar,
Hotel bar.
getting a drink, talking things over the last couple of weeks, reflecting on events past,
Catch her up on everything.
catch her up on everything. Yeah.
Yeah, Rats is like got his data pad up. He's like, "This is me in front of a monolith."
This is me in
I
front.
discovered that the last guy to see this thing was an idiot. This is me in front of a temple.
Oh, wow. You like taking a lot of selfies and
Yeah, I do. This is me in front of a dead. What was that thing called that we killed? A Rinkrada. Yeah, we killed this.
You wanted to keep tabs of your
Domash
your
is like,
kills.
you get like he's on like his like fourth drink, whatever, and he's like just shoots it back, and he's like, "All right, do you have that? Do you have that picture you took of this? Those like flying squid things or whatever they were, like skyfishers."
There's nothing there. It's just
I don't think I took a picture.
No,
of
because
this
we had to get
because we ran away from
And
it.
it's like,
No, I didn't get one of those.
oh, damn. All right. And he like slides his glass back, and he's like, he double taps the table again. That's bar culture. Like when you double tap, you say another one.
Yeah.
it's like
I knew that.
I
No,
know.
you didn't. Don't. That's why I had to explain it to you. I want to make sure you got it.
Yeah, so you guys are there for a few hours, and then I imagine things like start to wind down. Everybody's kind of at their limit.
We're past it.
Well, I should say Rats hasn't really been drinking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Like,
neither
just
has
water, basically.
Yeah, neither has Raquel.
So, while everyone's enjoying their drinks, and he has his finger in one drink,
It's like apple juice.
Gotta have my appy juice.
got a miracle
Miracle
grow.
Grow in it.
It's a miracle. Jesus.
Me, what go.
Miracle.
I got my apple juice and my Miracle Grow.
EP telepathically talks to everyone. I will be staying here and not going with you to the diaspora.
Wait, what?
I was sent to help you guys on Castroville, and my mission is done. And she was supposed to be my replacement, but then Kima happened.
Yeah, Kima happened. Like Domash kind of stands up. He's a little wobbly. He's like, "So that's it, huh? It's one and done."
As long as you are here, I'm willing to help. The diaspora is not my mission.
Huh. So you hear that, Rats? Not his mission. Well. Looks like we're down another one. He just like falls back in his chair.
Well, shit.
Just informed me that he is looking for my replacement, my second replacement, as we speak.
Well, this sucks, man. I had so much more to teach you.
Yes.
And you're okay with this. You don't...
I feel like I don't know the diaspora as well as I think. As I haven't read up on it, but EP would probably know that he would not do well in the diaspora. So, yeah,
it's open space, man. Most people aren't going to do well out there.
I would do especially poorly because of my, blindness further than 30 feet away.
I get it, man. You're scared.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate all the help you gave us on Castrovel.
Like I said, anytime you're here, make sure to call me.
We'll keep in touch.
Domash his head pops back up. He's like, "You'll be getting a few calls from me, mate."
He puts his hand on Domash's shoulder. And that's all he does.
By the way, Raquel had stepped away when you were speaking with them. And
Yeah, he's just talking to these two.
yeah. And she...
I imagine, like, he's talking to us, but we're talking out loud.
Yeah.
So, like, you're just getting half the conversation.
Right, yeah. But she sees you kind of real tipsy at this point, so she went and found some protein and brought you whatever the equivalent of chicken wings would be, so you can try and sober up a little bit.
Probably just chicken wings.
All right, there's
No,
chicken wings.
Chickens don't exist, I'm sorry.
Space chicken wings.
Space chicken wings.
There we go.
I mean,
We figured it out in one.
the weather is space.
It's actually Keltarian birds.
There we go.
Kaltari wings.
Yep.
So, he kind of just looks at it, and he's just like,
Oh, you want to eat up my friend. You're gonna have a horrible hangover in the morning.
And he just kind of, like, looks at his glass that's empty, and he, like, pushes away. He goes, "Yeah,
She's right.
not strong enough." And he, like, just eats his wings by himself. He just quietly eats them.
Eat them, you nerd. And he looks over to Rats.
Rats just nods his head.
He just puts his arm around, like, he kind of, like, just, "Yeah, mate, nerd."
So the kind of things like slowly die down. The bar's like kind of clearing out. You guys are just passing the time away, kind of just reflecting on things. And Rats, you're watching Domash kind of slowly go to sleep in his chair.
Barbecue sauce all over his face.
You're kind of like all just
Relaxing.
letting the night pass on, and then Rats, you kind of get a beeping on your personal comm unit.
Ooh. Hot local singles in your area.
New comm unit. Who dis?
I gotta go.
Hey, it's been a while since you've been back,
Oh,
Rats.
God.
Oh, what is that?
No, please, no.
It's me, Diana.
That's Chris's regular voice.
Oh, that's what it is?
Oh, I didn't tell you this was just a voice for the podcast?
You do a really good... Well, you sound like that way when you're going to Chicago, too.
When the mics aren't on, I talk like this all the time.
It's either that or DJ Chris.
Hey! No. You get a call on the personal comm unit. After you answer it, you just hear just a real quick, short message like, "It's your brother Twim. I need help."
Rats' his eyes get real wide.
What, mate? You need to go to the bathroom or something?
I have to go, and he rushes out the door.
Oh, mate, no, I was just joking. The bathroom's the other way.
We'll see you next week.
All right.
Cliffhanger.
Make sure to check out our website at adventureawaitspod.com. There you can find links to our Facebook and Twitter and keep up to date when we release new episodes. And a big thanks to Sirenscape for providing music and sound effects. Check them out at Sirenscape.com, where you can revolutionize your tabletop gaming experience.
Do you know that music, Chris?
I forget.
It's Rent.
Rent, yes, I know
Rent
that
is
one.
amazing.
Everybody has AIDS.
Aw,
AIDS.
guys.
My girlfriend,
Stop.
my girlfriend sat me down and said, "You need to watch this, like the movie, because it has all
It's
the
so good.
It has all the
No, not basketball.
We're talking not even close.
But he said everybody has AIDS. That's
Oh,
Team America.
Team America. No, we're talking about Rent.
Basketball. You know where everybody gets AIDS from basketball.
No, but like I guess like
Okay,
like the movie that came out with has all the original Broadway cast members in it. So she's like, "You got to watch this," and I was like, "I guess
It is so good.
yeah.
it's all right."
Oh, it's so good.
I mean,
I saw it live at the
You
Air
have
Off.
AIDS.
I think only like 4 people out of the cast have AIDS. Only 4 out of like 6.
Guys, it was around the time that it was
us.
an epidemic.
Yeah.
There's a reason.
I remember in the first scene of the movie, that guy comes back from teaching and gets the shit kicked out of him in an alleyway.
Yeah.
Dude, I have so many gripes with that movie. Not that it's bad, but there's some choices they made that really still upset me.
What? No.
Yes.
Stop it.
I'd begrudgingly
It's a perfect
watch that
movie.
Angel never should have died.
Oh, yeah, no, I
Mimi
agree
should have
with
been the
that.
dumb bitch who died. I
Hey.
will fight that till the day I die.
Listen.
That's today. Podcast over.
See you next week.
All right, so we need to...
My last wish